my girlfriend of 2.5 years, who I brought out to Reading with me. We bought a condo together to pursue another investment. But unfortunately, with all this thing happening with the complete stock crash of FSD Pharma, I was unable to uphold my end of the bargain of our second investment. So unfortunately, due to finances, we have recently split up, which I cannot fault her for.
Sure, I was upset at everybody.
Yeah, I was just frankly pissed off. That's why I contacted you guys.
Oh, 100%. I mean, myself, I work at Chrysler's. I make, $40 an hour. Every cent I put in there is hourly wage. It wasn't given to me. It wasn't, when you're looking at my losses I can't even tell you what it is because my book costs are off. Anywhere from $85,000 to $100,000. That's between 5 accounts. That's huge money, right?
It's hurt me with relationships with other friends, relatives, clients, people I'm just trying to, to help.
Obviously, it made me feel terrible. It made me feel like I was stupid to get involved. The research I did was basically didn't mean anything.
And we moved back here. I moved here back with my wife, who was German, and she's the one diagnosed with MS, and she had gotten this money, and the only thing she'd actually requested me to do is not put it in the stock market because she had inherited it from her father, and about $250K. Out of that, I decided, because MS was so close to us, that I would do it. And I frankly haven't told her that we've made these losses because it would trigger. Wow. It could trigger her MS.
It blew up my retirement. I was living out of the country.
Pretty much, I lost my best friend. This was, a girl that I was planning to marry, have a family with, but because of financial differences, I wasn't able to support it the way that I dreamed of.
If that's true, it pisses me off. It more than the money, it's just the idea of it.
Yeah, well, I think they have to stop all this corruption. I mean, we've seen this time and time again. My message is certainly this has to stop, and there's tons of this that is going on in the markets, and again, it threw me off guard. I mean, I thought my investments would be more so protected than that.
I was frustrated with the loss of the money, and it gave me a lot of anxiety.
It's hurt me in ways, more than just direct losses.
It was a good portion of my savings. And that was something I was looking forward to my retirement. I'm getting up there in age, where I wanted to, help with my retirement and other things like that.
It makes me sad, makes me anxious, it makes me all those things. It's been a hard road because of it.
I was planning to retire, but because of that much of amount of money lost, I am still in the job.
I can't tell you, what thoughts go through your mind. It's discouraging. It's, you want to sometimes just hang yourself for, not understanding what's going on.
But yeah, so effectively I lost my best friend, lost my condo. And pretty much all I have to my name is now my car, my TV, and my couch.
I was in a separation at the same time. So, it wasn't a very good period of my life.
And I have a wife, my wife Georgia. She worked at a law firm for 32 years. The owner died, so she's jobless right now, right? And this is RSP money and tax-free savings money that would have been taking care of other things, and we could get through, our financial woes. But
it's been it was a rough year during that period of time. I mean, those years when it really got affected.
Something that can't happen within the markets, and I think it does happen sometimes in the markets these days, and it's too bad for the smaller investor that is just trying to make a future for himself to have.
Of course, definitely. We are middle class people. We are first generation immigrants came to Canada. I was 40-year-old when I came to Canada. Immigration took a really long time to get to. So we are looking for a long-term future.
Banks don't want people, to be profitable.
It's kind of an irony that I'm getting ripped off at the same time, if that's the case.
I think it closes on the 15th. So I'm pretty much living in my friend's basement at the moment.
I now live with my son and his family. So it's not only affected me in that I'm not living independently any longer, it affects my son and his family because they have me living with them.
Those not an easy pill to swallow.
I've kind of lost my way with those friends because they don't want, they're really angry. And it does happen, I mean, money does that to some people, but I can't blame them.
Hanging on by a thread, with current inflation rates, I don't have enough, in my savings account to, put a down payment on a house. I now have to rent again. Rent is now through the roof. So I'm scraping by as much as I can to support myself now.
Despite having invested in one of the best companies, which I believe one day Quantum Biopharma will be a Fortune 500 company for the nature of the product they're bringing.